Hope everyone had a good weekend. We got work to do. Right now we have 10 orders to ship out. This is just from the last 24 hours. We filled up this big bag with stuff that we got to ship out. We grabbed it all from the garage already. We are ready to rock and roll. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Let me know how your weekend sales were. These were 10 sales just from the last 24 hours. We shipped live yesterday too. If you want to see that recording, it's on Facebook and YouTube from yesterday. So we shipped out 15 orders yesterday, 10 today, a 25 order weekend. I am pumped. Let's go. I want to hear about your weekend. How are your sales? Anything fun going out the door? Anything fun coming in the door? I want to hear all about it. Let's get some stuff rocking. I just need from the chat. I need to know if it's eBay or Poshmark that we're going to ship out first. We got 7 orders on eBay, 3 on Poshmark. eBay crushed Poshmark again. I think each of the last, this is 7 days in a row now, I think that eBay has beaten Poshmark. So a nice little streak for eBay. Morning, Brienne is in the house. What's up, Pamela? Bay of the East says sales shed. That's it. First vote, it takes it down. Thanks for watching. You can watch this, by the way, whatever your pleasure is. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, or TikTok. We're live everywhere, and the recordings are always available on Facebook and YouTube after I get off. You can see a whole bunch of live thrifts on YouTube. You can see a whole bunch of these live streams from packing. So you can see pretty much every step of the way. We got other live streams too, videos about everything. So if you're just jumping into reselling, you want to learn more, I think you found the right community right here. Jump into the chat, ask questions, all that stuff. You know what to do. If you're watching this on the recording, let me know down below in the recording. Just write ship, SHIP, so I know that you're watching the recording. If you haven't tapped the screen, that stuff helps me out. Tapping the screen, hitting the thumbs up, all that stuff. So we'll do eBay first, and we will jump right in with a brand new with tags pair of pants here. Polo Ralph Lauren. This was a retail arbitrage day. Retail arbitrage pay. I think I paid $15 for these Polo Ralph Lauren, the Prospect pant. It would have been $15 plus the 7.5% sales tax here. And these sold for a best offer. I'll let you know all about that offer 1 second here. Best offer, $42. So 42 plus $8.95 shipping. The buyers all in for $51. Size 36-30 on these. They are eBay, so we're going to weigh them. I already know they're going to weigh between 1 and 2 pounds. So let's just jump right in and see what they're going to ship. What's up, Chemo? Thank you, Patriot Girl. Appreciate that. Good afternoon, Leslie. Amy's in the house. 520. What is up? What is up? All right. First order going out. You're just in time. You're just in time. Some Polo Ralph Lauren pants. Our 3 options that we always look at for stuff that are between 1 and 2 pounds on eBay. We're going to look at ground advantage, priority, and padded flat rate. The padded flat rates just went up, by the way, yesterday. You might have seen that padded flat rate envelope went up from $8.30 to $8.74, about a 5.3% increase on that. So that's kind of a bummer, but that is life. Prices go up. They never go down. So USPS ground advantage is going to be $7.15. Priority is going to be $6.82. So we're going to go $6.82, and we're going to save some money on this one. Instead of ground advantage, it'll go priority, and we'll get there faster. This is going from Asheville, North Carolina to Sharpsburg, Georgia. So it's not going very far. Atlanta's about 3.5 hours from where we stand. So I don't know where Sharpsburg is, but can't be too far. Thank you, Helen, for your order. Thanks, everyone, for popping in and saying hello in the chat. It's good to hear from everybody. I love to hear about your sales. If you have questions, drop those down below. I go live, give you good, honest glimpses of what's going on in my business with hopes that maybe it helps you out. Maybe you learn something. Or maybe you just like watching other resellers while you're working at home. If I'm keeping you company from background noise, that's cool. Sweet Life, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Do you also resell? And if so, what types of stuff do you resell? Drinking some dark roast. Yum. Nice. Drinking some medium roast right here. It's iced medium roast with a little bit of oat milk in there. A little afternoon coffee. I cheated this morning. I had not my own coffee, and I paid the price for it. It wasn't good. It was a brand that I don't like to talk about. Kim and I stayed overnight last night in Knoxville, Tennessee, and that was our option this morning. And it tasted about the same as the side of the cup that it came in. Nice little cardboard flavor to it. It made me miss my coffee, so we're having an afternoon coffee to make up for it right now. All right, $6.82 is the selling price on this. Do you not disclose? No. Oh, okay. I'm not on the line. Oh, okay. I'm laughing at you. You're laughing at me? The second coffee to make
up for the.
Yeah, well, Kim was like, "Come on."
I had one too.
Kim was like, "Come on, it's not that bad." I'm like, "It's pretty bad, especially once it cools down a little bit." And when it's really hot, you're like, "All right, it's not terrible."
That's why you
when
have
it's
to
really
get,
really
like,
hot.
a latte or something, so it actually doesn't really taste technically like coffee. It's just like a sweet hot drink.
A latte.
That's what I got this morning. I didn't get just plain coffee.
You're off the screen on TikTok. If you're gonna be in here, you gotta.
I didn't get just plain coffee. I got a latte this morning.
Well, I'm not that bougie, okay? I'm not that bougie.
Well, too bad you missed out.
You're a little bougier than me.
You had to drink cardboard coffee.
It was cardboard, especially once it got off that like piping hot temperature down to like a normal temperature. I was like, oh my gosh, it's like freaking.
Next time we just need to say we'll find a good local coffee joint for breakfast, and then I can do my meetings from a coffee shop.
Yeah, we just didn't have time for that.
We should have thought of that yesterday.
Thanks, Michael. I appreciate your order. Was that the right one, Michael? Thank you, Michael. Appreciate you. I don't know why I felt like that was the wrong label, but we survived. Leslie says hi, Kim, with an exclamation point. Amy says star deer. Oh, I see what you're doing there. Yeah, we don't use that word. I have an opportunity to pick up a ton of Dunning golf apparel. What do you know about? Dunning's okay. It's one of those brands. I would put it, let me think, same category as probably between Callaway and FootJoy, kind of somewhere in between. So typically a used one is going to sell for $15 to $19 is typically the Dunning range, 15 to 19 plus shipping for used. But I don't know like what you're looking at and all that, but that would be a good starting point. You got it. Yeah, we try not to use that. All right, let's go with a Land's End. We have a lot of heavy like winter items, but we also have a t-shirt mixed into here. But this bag full of stuff that we're shipping out, it's like probably a 15-pound bag of stuff for 10 orders. Might even be heavier than that. So this is one of those heavy items. I actually have two that are like this that are going out the door. A pair of flannel lined Land's End pants, flannel lined size 48 by 30. So this is a big size too. So this is a brick. This pair of jeans, flannel lined, weighs 2 pounds and 12 ounces. So just about 3 pounds on that. So we'll get that shipped out. We have another pair of flannel lines too. We got some heavy stuff going out the door today. It's cold out across a lot of the country. So I suppose that makes sense. All new bonded Vessi jackets, best jackets, shirts. $520. Comp them up, brother. Comp them up. Dunning's an okay brand. Just look at the price, look at the recent sale prices, and look at sell-through rate, and assume that Dunning, like the sell-through rate on golf apparel is going to go up because we're moving into the from like the coldest months of the year where people aren't buying that stuff as much. We're about to move into the hottest months of the year when it comes to golf polos. So March, April, May, golf polos are going to crush for you. So just, when you're looking at the sell-through rate, I would just add a little bit to the sell-through rate. As far as the sales price will probably be pretty much the same. If you want to add a buck or two to the average sale price, that might be true too, but the sell-through rate will go up on those things. But do your homework, brother. You know how to do it. I'd rather teach you how to fish than give you the answer. Not to mention, I have no idea what you're paying for that stuff either. So, and I can't see the patterns. I can't see the sizes and all that stuff. All that stuff matters too. All right. So these are Land's End. These are going out to Kenneth. Thank you, Kenneth. Appreciate your order. These are going to go out at a 3-pound rate. So let's take a look at our 3 options for shipping. It's going to be padded flat rates, $8.74. Ground Advantage is $7.95. That's pretty cheap. They're going to Milton, Mass. And USPS Priority is probably going to be a lot of money on this. There's so many options on this. It's so confusing. It's so intimidating, I would imagine, for somebody new to look at this. Okay, $8.82 for Priority. So let me get the dimensions right on this. I think these are going to go. It's going to go in a little bit of a bigger bag. That's going to go in a 15 by 12 bottle. Yeah. All right, let's get that. 15 by 12 by 3. All right. Ground Advantage is going to be final price $8.75, but the padded flat rate's $8.74. Can it fit in the padded flat rate? It's a pretty big pair of jeans. Nah, it's not going to fit in there. $8.75 on these. Going in a 12 by 15 by 12 poly mailer, and this is going out to Kenneth. Thanks, gotcha. Finally broke down and got my own thermal. Nice, Christina. What you end up buying? That's the thing with thermal is it'll save you money every single day because you're not paying for tape to put over your shipping label. You're not paying for ink. Ever again, you won't have to buy ink. And you'll save on time because you're not sitting there taping labels and all that stuff too. So all around, it is a good investment if you ask me. The labels cost about 2.5 cents to 3 cents a piece. I did the math way back when I made my decision to buy thermal about 4 years ago. And I was like, all right, there was a certain amount of labels that I had to print in order to make it like break even, where the label printer would basically be free. I forget what that number was, but it was like several hundred sales, I want to say, until I like broke even. So not to mention the time. The time was not part of the calculation. I think that's the one you have, Polano. I've never heard of that one. I use an IDPRT. It's linked to my profile if you're interested. I got one also. It's awesome. Nice. Thanks. I got you. Thank you for the follow, Emily. Welcome aboard. Do you also resell? And if so, what sort of stuff do you resell? Curious to hear down below in the chat. If you want to share, if you want to lurk, that's cool too. We got lurkers. All right. Next order. That's our second eBay order. We got 5 more eBay orders, 3 Poshmark. And everything's clothing today as usual. Every now and again, we sell something non-clothing. Next up is another pair of flannel lines, heavy jeans. These are Carhartts, brand new with tags. These sold already once and got returned because they didn't fit the buyer. So refunded them, and it sold again. I just got this return back maybe 10 days ago, and they're already back out the door. So that both times they actually sold pretty quickly. These are going to go out again because it's going to be probably over 2 pounds, just like the last ones. Yeah, 2 pounds, 5 ounces. So this is going to go at a 3 pound rate. We're going to check those 3 different rates: the padded flat rate, the ground advantage, or the priority, and see what's the best price. I could look at UPS too. I just don't want to drive over there. All right, so priority mail is going to be 1042. Ground advantage is going to be, why do they have so much? This is like 875 for the ground advantage, or 874 for the padded flat rate. I think this will fit in the padded flat rate. It will save me a cent. I also don't have to pay 6 cents for the shipping bag if it fits in here either, so it ends up saving me 7 cents. Why not? We'll do it. We'll also get to the customer a little bit quicker too. Maybe a day or 2 quicker on this. So a pair of Carhartts, these sold for $29, brand new with tags, buyer paid shipping of $8.95 on these. Going out to Brittany. Thanks, Brittany. Sold a sleeveless FootJoy golf vest and a Pebble Beach shirt, short sleeve maybe. So yes, people starting to buy for warm. Yeah, most of my stuff today is heavy stuff, but there's 1 t-shirt mixed in here. And then yesterday I shipped 2. I had 15 orders go out the door yesterday. I think there was 2 polos in that mix yesterday. And there might have been a t-shirt too, or the t-shirt might have been Friday. So it's a mix of, we had a linen dress that went out yesterday too. So definitely some summertime stuff. The dress went to San Diego. I remember that much. So this is in that padded flat rate envelope. No matter where this ships in the country, it's $8.74. It used to be $8.30. And before that, it used to be like $7.94 back in the day. And I forget what it was before that. You know, it goes up every year. That much you can count on. The prices are going to go up. So $8.74. It's going from Asheville, North Carolina to Maucine, Wisconsin. Do we have Wisconsin in the house this morning? Are your 4x6 labels linked? Yep, I have them up and linked in my profile. And it's like stuff I use to resell or something. If you go to chris@peep.com, or if you click the link down below, or if you're on TikTok, if you click my name up above and go to my profile, there's a URL in my profile that has links to all my stuff, all my shipping supplies, all that stuff. Rise Shine is in the house. I started with kids' clothes, but now doing more adult sizes. Nice. What does best for you for kids' clothes? I never really got into kids' clothing. But is there, for a beginner like me for kids' clothing, is there like a couple of brands that just really perform well for you and get like a good, get good money for you? just really never mess around with the kids' clothes. But you know what? If I had like a couple of home run brands, I'd probably get those. Oh, nice. My Amazon order is here. Why the heck did she park there? These people have a death wish. If you've seen the outside of my house, you know that I live on this. There's a steep hill in a really like 90-degree corner right in front of my house. And this woman parked on the steep hill on the 90-degree corner in the middle of the road, taking up a whole lane. I'm like, oh, man. These people have a death wish. Wisconsin in the house. What's up, life coach Michelle? Nice. I knew we'd have a Wisconsin in here. I just knew it. Minnie Bowden and Hannah Anderson. Okay, I'd never even heard of either of those things. So that's good. Thank you for those two brands, Raishine. Oh, Patagonia. I probably would have figured Patagonia, but that's good to know. Appreciate it. Another order out the door. We got 4 more on eBay, and then we got 3 on Posh to do. Next up is probably, this is my second best sale of the day. We got 2 big kahunas. This is a great one. So this is a Masters polo from Peter Millar. I picked this up for $8 at a thrift store. It was a Goodwill down in Florida. Peter Millar, and then you can see right here the Masters logo. It's upside down, but put it that way. So I always pick up Masters logo stuff, but when it's Peter Millar, it's going to be worth money. Any guesses in the chat how much this Peter Millar golf polo sold for? It's a size medium, excellent used condition. Any guesses what it sold for? Yes, the market does tend to really pick up for Masters as we get closer to the tournament, by the way. Love Bowden and Hannah Anderson has a trade-in credit, and Hannah Anderson has a trading. Oh, I didn't know that about the credit. Rhythmic Panman guesses 69. We got a guess for 35. We got a guess for 58. We got a guess for 45. We got a guess for 35. A lot of good guesses. Y'all know your market. That's pretty good. Sales Shed and Pretty Kitty and Life Coach. You got to get up on that market. That's not enough money for a Masters pool. Come on, you gotta get money for those. $59. Our closest guess was Thrift Chica on this. $59 on this. I listed it for $69 and took a best offer of $59 on this. I could get $69 for this if I waited another week or two, probably. If I waited another month or two, when we get closer to the Masters tournament, easy $69 might go for more than that. Good guess on the 55. That would be a good price for it, but I do think 35 would be objectively too cheap for that. All those answers were right answers except for 35. I think that's just too low. Rhythmic 69 is a good price for it too. I think that would go up. All right, we got a Masters. This is going out to Jason. Thanks, Jason. Easy ship on this one. This is definitely going to go ground advantage because it's going to weigh under a pound. That's going to be the cheapest rate. And this might go at an 8-ounce rate, so let's check that out. Some of these golf polos are light enough. Some of the golf polos are light enough. 8 ounces on this one, so that'll save us a little bit of money. Buyer paid $59 plus $5.95 shipping. And at an 8-ounce rate, and just to give you an idea, a 12-ounce rate of this is $507. But if you can get under that 8-ounce rate, this is going to be $438. So basically 70 cents savings on that. 69 cents savings to be exact. Buyer pays shipping. Masters Tech branded polo pricing help. XL blue stripe like new listed at 32. Too much? No, I don't think so. I think you're in the ballpark. But you might want to double check the sell-through rate and especially check the sell-through rate for your size and see if that's a price that you're comfortable with. Eyelids too low. Why do you do that? Do you ever pay for shipping? Buyer pays for shipping, period. The Peter Millar Masters sales, pretty good. Yeah, that's a great one to pick up. I don't find them very often. Just starting to sell clothes from around my house. Where do you enter a SKU number on eBay if you don't have a store? I don't think you need the store. Can somebody confirm this down below in the chat? I've had a store for 5 years, so I don't know. They changed the technology and they changed like what you get with a store subscription or not over time. So I just don't remember what the SKU situation is, and it probably doesn't apply to now. Do you need to have a store to have that SKU thing on eBay? Can somebody pipe in on the chat? Maybe somebody doesn't have a store. I don't know why I hold that over my head. Hi.
82, right?
82. Wait, what's 80? What?
Your birthday.
My birthday?
Yeah.
It's 81.
Okay. I always forget.
I know your birthday.
Oh God, whatever.
What's up, Big E? What's up, Trisha? Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the gifts. Custom SKU is only access on computer. Oh, Jesse just went live. Bye. How was Knoxville? Great, brother. The custom SKU is only access on. So someone's saying the custom SKU is only access on the computer. What about an Augusta Masters Polo? I sell those all the time. They're just not going to be as worth as much money as a Peter Millar. They're just more desirable and they're less common. But I pick up the Augusta ones too, and they sell really well, particularly this time of year. $4.38 was the shipping label. I'll just give you an idea. We haven't talked about profits today. I try to tell you about profits as much as I possibly can. So let's do that. So $4.38 was my. All right, I got to go into my inventory and find that. I didn't mark this as sold in my spreadsheet yet. If you're looking for a spreadsheet, or if you're just looking for a way to get a little bit more organized with your business, Jason Hayes, my friend Jason Hayes, has a delightful, spectacular reseller spreadsheet. He's a reseller, and he built this spreadsheet specifically to be a dashboard for resellers. So there's other tools out there to keep track of your business and your inventory and all that. But this specific reseller spreadsheet is for resellers. It's designed with you in mind and your business in mind, especially if you're cross-list and you're on multiple platforms. It's great. All kinds of tools to help you stay really organized with the inventory, track which platforms are selling more than the others, track things like your profits and your expenses and your mileage and all that stuff you need for tax season. I know many of you are working on your taxes. If you're interested in this spreadsheet, I have a link to it in my profile. You can watch videos of Jason Hayes has an excellent video walking you through exactly what the spreadsheet does do and what it doesn't do, and see if it makes good sense for your business and get you a little bit more organized. The spreadsheet isn't necessarily for people who describe themselves as organized. The spreadsheet is a tool to help you get a little bit more organized. You can track things like how many days per sale on average. You can look at your average sale price, your profit per unit. You can compare months to each other. It's pretty cool if you like that kind of stuff. If you just want to be a little bit more organized, there's a discount code, thanks Chris 10. That's also in my profile. Or if you go to chris@peak.com, or if you're on TikTok, if you click my name up above and you click the URL in the profile, you'll find Jason Hayes's reseller spreadsheet. The discount code is thanks Chris 10. You'll find that in there too. So my cost of goods sold on that polo was $8. It sold for $59 plus $5.95 shipping. My shipping cost on that was $4.38. So after eBay's fees and my cost of goods and shipping, that'll be $43.99 was my profit on that shirt. I picked it up on 12/27. So I didn't list it until like a couple weeks ago. So I had that for less than a month total in my possession. And I haven't even paid that credit card bill yet. That won't be due until the 15th. So I haven't even paid the credit card bill, and I already got profit in my bank account. $43.99 profit. Let's freaking go. Flying into Augusta for work, going to hit the local thrifts. Love that. You'll probably find a lot of Masters stuff around there and Augusta stuff. That is why you take a pick of your item with the SKU. That's one way to do it for sure. What about do you have an opinion on these YouTubers that have Patreon channels and charge you $30 to $100 a month saying they will help you? No, I don't have an opinion. I don't have an opinion because I don't have an informed opinion. I've never joined one of their Patreon channels and paid and seen what kind of value that you get for the $30 to $100 a month. But I'll say this much: if I created a Patreon channel and I put the time and energy in it that it would deserve to charge you $30 to $100 a month, I guarantee you that you would get $30 to $100 a month of value on that. So I feel like if something like that is done well by somebody who really knows how to run a business, an eBay business over time, through thick and through thin, through ups and through downs. Yeah, I think if that person has that, and they also know how to teach and coach other people, because just because you know your business doesn't mean that you can help somebody else with their business. Those are two different skill sets. So if the person had both of those things, then I think it could be really valuable. And frankly, I could do that and I could do a really good job with it. And I know if, say, I wanted to charge $30 a month for it, you would get $30 of value from that if I decided to do it, because I have a background as a career coach. I did that for more than 10 years and have a master's degree in human development and have run my own business here. And I had another business previous to this. I had my own private practice as a career coach. So I have a feeling that I could probably be pretty informative and people would get their $30 worth. But are those people out there? Are there these people who are good teachers and good business owners over time? I don't know. I don't know. And maybe that was a little like flex on my part. But I would rather just teach y'all for free and just give you good, honest glimpses into my business. And that's where I'm at right now. So I don't know. Maybe someday I'll do something like that. I have no short-term plans to do that, but I'd rather just teach it for free and hang out with y'all in the chat. And that's fun for me. If you like that sort of thing, let me know. Drop an emoji down below in the chat. If you like this, just me hanging out with you, teaching you what I know for free. And that's that. Who wants to arm wrestle? Josh, you got it. Dude, come on, man. You gotta get to the gym or something if you're gonna say that. Can you show your photo studio? Yeah, it's not really a studio, but that's it right there. See that hanger on the wall? That's a pants hanger between those two closet doors. I use that light right there. I have two of those lights, shadow box lights, and I use Photo Room to make a white background right behind there. It's simple. I use my iPhone 13 or whatever number it is, 12, 13, something like that. Photo Room and those two light boxes. And that's a command hook hanging on the wall right there. Simple, easy stuff. That whole setup, I mean, I'm assuming you already have an iPhone, or if you're one of those Android people, you have an Android. You don't need to buy like a fancy camera. Those lights cost me $100. That command hook, a pack of like 10 of them was probably $8 or something like that. And there's your whole setup. That's it. Photo Room cost me a couple bucks a month, but you can get the free Photo Room too. But I like the batch mode, so I pay a few bucks a month. You don't make 4 photos. I thought it was pretty cool. Is that really your follow-up question? I just showed you my studio right there. You just asked and I showed it, and now you're asking me about 4 photos? I'm confused. It's obviously we talked about the hanger and the command hooks. Honest answer. Thanks. Yeah, Jared, it just comes down to it. I bet you there's people out there who are doing a nice job with those Patreons. It's probably worth the money, but I think if I was going to pay money per month for somebody, I'd want to have personal one-on-one coaching where somebody that I could, but it would have to be more than $30 a month. But I would want to have one-on-one coaching. I think that's where there's some real value to people, where you can sit down and really talk through things, goal set, have somebody holding you accountable. That's different. I think that'd be worth a lot of money. It'd be a lot more than $30 though. I have 2 brand new 3XL Wrangler Pearl Snaps for $20. Nobody looks at him, and I've had no options, and they've been on there for 7 months. 2 brand new 3XL Wrangler Pearl Snaps for $20. You got them up on eBay, I guess, Pinball Chris. So a couple of things. So your price is probably better than other people, so that's good. So we know that that's true. But when you search for 3XL Wrangler Pearl Snap shirts, when you look at your neighbors up below you and above you, right, your competition, do you see that they have better photos than you, or do they have better prices than you? You know, you're working in a marketplace, right, where there's competition. You're not the only person with 3XL Wrangler Pearl Snap shirts. You already know that. So are you priced better, and are your photos better? Have you included measurements in your listings? Are you promoting on eBay? And I think that's, somewhere in there is probably the answer to your question. And double check the sell-through rate. You might look at the sell-through rate for 3XL Wrangler Pearl Snap shirts. I don't know what pattern your shirts are. I can't see them, but you might look at the sell-through rate for those, and you might see that actually based on the sell-through rate, they are, that you could expect 7 months lead time on those. And I also don't know if they're short sleeve or long sleeve, but so there's a lot of variables in that thing too, but I would start there without looking at them. I think that's where I would start. Flying into Augusta for work. There we go. All right. Next up is our best sale of the weekends. Well, was it the whole weekend? We already shipped yesterday. This might still be the best sale of the weekend. I'm not sure. Where did it go? Here it is. So we sold a Brooks Brothers suit. This is a classic example of where conventional wisdom doesn't always mean reseller wisdom. Do you know what I mean when I say that? Like sometimes people just don't think things are going to sell because they're out of style or something like that. And they'll tell me in all my videos that will never sell, that nobody will ever buy that. Well, Kim and I listed this Brooks Brothers full suit. It's a 2-piece suit. And you can see this is a double-breasted. So it's the 6-button style, 7-button style. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it 8? Yeah, 7-button style, double-breasted, pinstriped, and it's a size 40R. So people all the time, I'll show a video where I pick this up, and I'm like, oh, this thing's probably going to sell for like $100 or something. And someone's like, nobody buys that stuff anymore. Nobody's going to buy that suit. That's going to sit in your garage and rot forever. Well, this sold yesterday. So I picked it up in Florida, actually, but we listed it Friday, and it sold yesterday. So it took 2 days to sell, 48 hours, sold for $120 plus shipping. But this is one of those classic items where people tell me all the time, like, you don't know what you're doing, you Chris at Peak, weird bearded guy. You don't know what you're up to. Well, I don't know. Maybe I kind of onto something, at least with these. I might be wrong about something, but I'm not wrong about this. 48 hours, $120 plus shipping. I got a bunch of watchers right away as soon as I listed this thing too. So I don't know. Conventional wisdom sometimes just doesn't work out. People who are non-resellers who comment on my videos, just, you got to ignore that stuff, to be honest with you. Seems like you do know what you're doing. Yeah. Well, Leslie, you were the only one who said in the chat when I was in Florida, the same day I picked this up, I found a Hermenegildo Zegna full suit. It was priced at $75. And I asked the chat on Wayne's Live and the Roommates Live, and I asked y'all, how many of you would pick this up for $75? And I think you were the only one to say yes. That suit sold almost immediately, sold within like a couple of days. And it sold for, what did it sell for? It sold for $300? Sold for $200? I forget what it was. It sold for a lot. I think it sold for $200. $192, that's what it sold for. It sold for $192. So I ended up doubling my money in just a couple of days on that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I know a thing or two. I shouldn't be flexing. That's not what it is. I just, you absorbed all these comments from people who assume that they're smarter than everybody at everything in the world. You absorb these comments, and then sometimes I lash out, and I lash out to y'all. Seems like you do. How many listings do you have now? I think I just dropped below 800. We were at 806, but then we had a good weekend of sales. We'll call it 798, I think, right now. What's up, Bree? Seems like I know what I'm doing. Yes, that was a good call on that. I should have just sent you the suit. That's what I should have done. All right, I'm going to put this in a 14 by 20 poly bag. It's probably going to go in a 1095 box. Again, $120. I priced the shipping on suits. I do $14.95 shipping on that too. So all in, the buyer is paying $135 plus applicable sales tax on this. It's going to Peralta, New Mexico. Again, this item that's going to rot in my garage, like everybody says. It's just going to sit out there. You're just doing this for views. It's a gimmick. You're doing this for views on YouTube, so you can make money on YouTube. That's what somebody said recently too. That's another one of my favorite comments. So I told them, I was like, I made $26 on Facebook. They said you make money on Facebook videos. I said I made $26 on Facebook in December, but I sold 394 units. So I'm like, you do the math on where I'm making the money. Brooks Brothers going out to Isaiah. Thank you, Isaiah. Thank you, Mr. Isaiah. I'm actually not going to put this in that bag. I'll put it on the outside just in case I don't want the marker to get on stuff. Made $26 on Facebook, and I'm grateful for that $26. Don't get me wrong, but that's not paying the bills. Actually, it pays my cell phone bill. My cell phone bill is $25. I just paid that. It auto paid 2 days ago, so I got reminded of that. $25. So Facebook paid my cell phone bill, which is awesome. USPS Ground Advantage. Let's see what this is going to weigh at first. That's going to go in a box. That's going to be at a 4-pound rate because it's over 3 pounds. So let's pop that in. We're going to put it in a 15 by 13 by 4 box. Ground Advantage is 1061 on this going to New Mexico. I think priority is going to be a lot more than that. Let's confirm. There are so many options. It's hard to just look at this. 1540 for priority. 1061 for the Ground Advantage. UPS Ground is 1313. That's cheap. So 4 pounds I'm going to ship across the country for 1061 from Asheville to New Mexico. I don't think I have a box in here that's going to fit this. Hang tight. I'm going to go to the garage. Hey, hope you thrifty. Hope everyone is having. Hey, thanks, thrifty Texas Gypsy Crystalline. I have more than enough suits to list. Yeah, so do I. We're working on it right now. Learned so much from you. Appreciate it, Audra. And thanks, y'all, for watching the stuff and clicking on things and watching my videos and hitting the like button and all that stuff. That's how I made my $26 on Facebook in December. Why aren't you using cubic rate? I could check cubic rate on this too, Posture Dreams. I have a feeling we could try cubic rate. Since you're so passionate about it, I do use cubic rates from time to time. You don't got to be weird about it. You can't use the cubic rate, by the way, from eBay. You have to go into Pirate Ship to do it, in case you didn't know that. I know you know that, whoever just made that comment, but maybe not everybody knows that. eBay does not offer cubic rates for Ground Advantage or for Priority. We'll check the Brooks Brothers just to make Posher Dreams. How is your cell phone that cheap? We use Visible. Visible. What do you pay for your cell phone? We'll do a poll in the chat. How much do you pay for your cell phone bill? For just like one line. Like, what do you pay for one line? Just so we're comparing apples to apples here. Let's just assume that I could get this. I might get into a 10 by 8 by 6 box, but let's just try 10 by 8 by 6. If we could get it into that box, and it's going to go at a 4-pound rate to New Mexico from Asheville, North Carolina. This might actually be cheaper because I think I can get it in a 10 by 8 by 6. Yeah, the Ground Advantage will be $870, but if I did it at the same size box that I was pricing it at, let's see what that would be. Because again, cubic is all about the dimensions. If it goes in a bigger box, like if it goes in like a 14 by, say a 14 by 12 by 5, which is about what I was thinking that I would grab from the garage. That cubic rate would be $9.89, so still a little bit cheaper to go the Ground Advantage. So thanks for the Ground Advantage idea, or the cubic idea. Let's see if I can get it in a 10 by 8 by 6. That's the thing with cubic rate, is the smaller you can get the item, the cheaper it's going to be. It has nothing to do with the weight when you're shipping via cubic rate. It's all about distance and dimensions, and that's it. So this is a 10 by 8 by 6 box. I get some of these free from eBay, including this one, because I use my eBay quarterly coupon to get some boxes. But when I buy them, I don't buy them from eBay because they're overpriced. I buy them from Staples. The 10 by 8 by 6 I feel like is about 70 cents a box for this size. This might be a little bit too small. It works. It works. Let's go. We're going to save a bunch of money. Thank you, Posher something. What was it? Posher Dreams. Thank you. Cubic in poly is da bomb. Da bomb. Brooks Brothers. Thank you, Posher Dreams. So what is this? This past week, we've checked Pirate Ship 7 times, and Pirate Ship has saved us money 6 out of those 7 times. But again, we only check on items that are heavy, both heavy and small. That's the key. I'm not going to check on like Ground Advantage. It's under a pound. This is not going to matter. If it's both heavy and small, we'll check Pirate Ship, and sometimes we can save a little money. In this case, because we put it in a smaller box, it's going to go out at that 10 by 8 by 6 rate, which is actually going to save a lot of money. Let me just go back and go to that 10 by 8 by 6. This is again pirateship.com. If you're new here, pirateship.com, you can create a free account, and they offer discounted shipping labels for USPS. And there goes my mail person. She's looking at me. 10 by 8 by 6. She goes up the road first, and she comes back down and picks up my stuff. 10 by. So we have 45 minutes now from the time she goes up to the time she comes back. 10 by 8 by 6 and a 14 pound, 4 ounce line. One line and hotspot 135. One line and a hotspot 135. What's a hotspot mean? One line and a hotspot. Seems like a lot of money. $135. How much was it? Cubic rate? 1 second. $8.70 cubic rate, and the regular rate for USPS Ground Advantage would be $10.61 through eBay. Because again, eBay doesn't offer the cubic rate. That's why the price is different. Some people say like, well, I look at Priority all the time and it looks the same. It's because you're not getting a cubic rate on that. If you look at the cubic rate for something that's heavy and small, it's probably going to be cheaper. As long as it's over a pound and small, then it might be cheaper over on Pirate Ship by using the cubic rate. So $10.61 eBay, $8.70. That's a pretty big difference, about $2 right there. Yeah, $1.90 basically. So why not? I'm for it. And again, you can set up your Pirate Ships of eBay and Poshmark, or eBay and Pirate Ship talk to each other.
You write your social security number right there.
Yeah. Can you read that? Don't read it out loud.
Okay. Yeah, I can read it. Hold on. She needs to talk to you. She needs your okay to submit an application for a dental plan.
Yep, that sounds good. Thank you.
Did okay. Awesome.
So yeah, $1.90. You can hook up your pirate ship so that it talks to eBay. So eBay sent pirate ship all this person's address information. Then when I printed out that shipping label, it puts pirate ship ships back to eBay the tracking number and all that. So I don't have to go mark it as shipped or any of that stuff. How much was the cubic rate? Okay, we got that one. $30. Hey y'all, hope everyone is having a good day. $30 is pretty good for your monthly rate for cell phone or mobile phone. Cubic rate. Do you ever ship in white poly bag? That's cheaper than cubic in a box. Yeah, but I don't ship suits in a bag. I always ship suits in a box.
No, they're not.
But yes, to answer your question. All right, to print out this label and move on to the next one. So that's really cheap to ship a suit all the way across the country. So that's the power of the ground advantage. Although we're paying more because they just raised rates about, on average across the board, about 5% for USPS. Those rates went up yesterday officially, the 21st. They're still cheaper than what I was paying 2 years ago to ship that suit. 2 years ago to ship that suit probably would have cost me, I would have put it in a medium flat rate box. It would have cost me $14 because the regular priority probably would have been $18 to ship it to New Mexico from Asheville. What's up? South Texas is in the house. Thank you for the heart me. And the team bracelets. I don't understand. What does the team bracelet mean anyway? Thank you for the gifts though. I appreciate it. All right, back to eBay. We got 2 more orders and then we got 3 orders on Posh. If you have any questions specifically about pirate ship and how all that works, let me know. It is a powerful tool. I mean, 6 times in the last week, we've saved ourselves money using pirate ship. Next up is, I already shipped those, right? Didn't I ship those pants? Oh, I see what happened. Can't send dogs, I know, but I'm going to leave that up there as the goal. Dogs for life. Dogs for life. I know. All right, we got a hoodie going out. Polo 4XLT, brand new with tags hoodie. $138 is the MSRP on this bad Larry. 4XLT, big, heavy hoodie. $138. Weighs 2 pounds and 9 ounces. This is going to be another potential pirate ship order, so we're going to go right over to pirate ship. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Going to go right over there. All right, so get ready. Amy is going to get this 4XLT hoodie. We're going to put that in a bag. That'll keep it under the 3 pound rate, and we'll put that in a size bag. Will that fit in? Not fit in 15 by 12. Try it. Pretty close. It is huge hoodie. This sold for full asking price. Before I get into this, I'll give you the numbers here. I paid $29 for it, and it sold for full asking price $79. Yeah, let's go with that. Thank you, Amy. So on eBay, if this goes ground advantage, it'll be $8.07. I wonder if pirate ships could be cheaper. We'll see, because that's already pretty cheap. 15 by 12 on the poly bag and 3 pounds on the weight. Let's see what it says. $6.54. Man, is that cheap. $6.54. So this is the Ground Advantage soft pack rate is what you call this. Ground Advantage soft pack. Oh wait, maybe not. It's not saying it's the cubic rate. Anyway, $6.54 eBay for this same exact thing, same dimensions and everything. Wanted $8.07. So we're saving $1.50 on this package right there. So anybody who's saying like you can't save money on pirate ship, it's all lies, it's all hocus pocus. This is the 7th time and the 8th time out of 8 times that we've checked that we've saved money. In the last 2, we've saved over $1 a piece. I don't know. I mean, this is happening live. Unless I'm just making this up, like unless I'm just quoting you like wrong prices just for fun. I don't know what I would gain from that because I don't have any kind of like affiliate agreement with Pirate Ship. I don't make a penny from them by talking about it. I'm just plainly just sharing it with you as a way for you to save some money. But maybe I am making it up. Who knows? What platforms do you use? eBay, Poshmark, whatnot. TikTok Shop and chris@peak.com. Those are the places I sell. Interesting. I'll have to start checking. Yeah, why not? Again, if the item is both heavy but small, it's worth checking. Do you offer free shipping? I don't. Thanks, Amy. Interesting. I'll have to check for over £1, and if it's small. If it's a big item and it's over £1, I probably wouldn't bother checking because it's not going to go based on the cubic rate. It'll be too big. It'll be too expensive. That is a big old 4XL piece right there. Double check thing. I think I got the wrong pair of pants in the wrong package. Just like 2 days in a row, I've screwed up a package but caught it. I'm pretty sure I just did that. I did. They're the same color but different brand. So we're just gonna fix that up real quick. They're both gonna weigh the same weight. I can reprint this label. I don't know why I bothered opening that up. I probably could have just left it in that same bag. And just put a new label on it. But we'll check on this one. So that's the prospect pant. Listings. Awaiting shipment. Afternoon, Nick. Welcome, bud. How's things? Put same box in poly bag. Posture Dreams, thank you. I appreciate it. I know all those the bag in a box tricks and all that stuff. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Polo 36 by 30. So these are going out to purchase shipping label. Ground Advantage is $9.88. Padded flat rate is going to go with this one. I wish it wouldn't show me all these like crazy options. USPS priority mails $13.17. Ground Advantage is $9.88. So we're going to do a padded flat rate envelope. So I already showed you those polos. I just had to have a different shipping cost on those. I put the wrong shipping label on the wrong package. But we caught it. All's well within $8.74 now for that padded flat rate. It went up 44 cents or 5.3% yesterday. Busy reselling and busy with the W-2 job too. That's good. Have you seen you were saying that you were kind of in like the 2+ item per day range, like 2.5. Are you still holding there, or have you seen it pick up a little bit? I've seen it pick up a ton on my end. I hope you have too. Helen. All right, here's another sale. Mountain khakis. Mountain khakis. These do okay for me. I don't do as well with the shirts, although those still sell as well. The pants tend to do a little bit better than it for me. This is a pair of mountain khakis, 35 by 34. This doesn't even look like the same pair of pants, does it? Maybe it is. Just got to double check if the size is right. The color on these in the photos doesn't always look the same. Mountain khaki. Come on, buddy. Yep, SM. 35 by 34s on these. So these are going out to Michael. That's because we had two Michaels. That's why I confused those two. Got it. All right. Michael is getting khakis. Those should weigh in at a 2-pound grade. It does. So ground advantage is $7.15. Priority is $6.82. So we're going to go USPS priority. Ship this for $6.82. Now up to about 3-ish. Nice. This past week, since last Sunday, my average per day is probably sitting at 7 per day average, just over the past 9 days. Sorry, 8 days. It's been raining orders over here, but we listed 140 items just last week alone. I should say 140 listings. Some of those were multi-quantity too. So we did a lot of listing last week. So the hustle has been getting rewarded. $6.82. This is going priority in a Tyvek mailing bag, free from USPS.com. I could use my own poly mailer bags if I wanted to. But why not? Why not use these? They're free. Listing definitely helps for sure. We pushed our store, Nick. We're on the journey to 1,000 listings. You may or may not have heard. We were at 392. 394 on October the 15th, and we just pushed over 800. Just on Saturday, we pushed over 800. Was it Saturday? Yeah, it was Saturday. We pushed over 800. So now we're probably down below 800 because we sold 10 items in the last 24 hours. Did your mic go out? I don't know. It says good connection up above. Maybe you got to turn up the volume. Sounds good now. All right, that's all the eBay. We got 3 Poshmark orders, y'all. First up is a pair of vintage jeans. You're right on time, Nick Smith. I know you like your vintage Levi's. Check this out. Levi's 34 by 30. They're 550s, which is the relaxed tapered leg. And we got an orange tag on there right there. And we confirm them as vintage. The orange tab is a good tip off right there, but you can confirm them vintage by looking at the tag on the inside, and there is a manufacturer date on it. So this went out on Poshmark for $34. I just listed these on Saturday, and they sold today. So 2 days to sell on these. Full asking price, $34. Not only were they vintage, they're not a great size. They're 34 by 30, but they are black, and black tends to sell faster for me on Levi's. Do you find that same thing too, Nick Smith? Yep, orange tag. So the orange tag 1980s this weekend. Nice, Leslie. I love it. And I would have picked these up anyway. 550 black, 34 by 30. If they were modern, I'm still picking them up, and I'm going to sell them for $20 to $25. But happy to find that vintage tag when I get them home, and up they go for $34 out the door. So these are going out the door to Eddie. It took 2 days to sell. Thanks, Eddie. Got some vintage jeans, bro. All these orders are going to go out in USPS priority packaging. They're all Poshmark. Everything is flat rate on Poshmark. The buyer pays $7.98. Is that going to go up, by the way? Is Poshmark shipping going to go up now that the USPS went up? Has it already gone up? Did I miss an email? I don't read those emails anyway. Can you explain which tags are best for Levi's? Audra, the best tags, the best advice I would give you if you're learning vintage tags right now is to watch some videos on how to date Levi's jeans based on the inside tag. Don't worry about anything going on the outside. But orange tag is a good tip off, by the way. There are no end all be alls except for learning how to read the date on the manufacturer tag on the inside. But I don't have like a bunch of examples of vintage Levi's jeans around here to put on a good tutorial for you, Audra, that would be helpful. But you just got to learn how to date them. And there's somebody that I like to follow on YouTube called Loot. Is it Loot Fam? Loot Fam. Loot Fam. Fam. Loot Fam on YouTube. Knows a lot about vintage stuff, vintage jeans, especially vintage Levi's. His videos on that are really, really good. So if I'm ever like, hey, man, I never find this tag, because Levi's, the date is different on different age. Like, you'll look for a date on a pair of 80s jeans different than you'll look on a pair from a 90s jeans. Like, the date code can be a little bit different. Sometimes it's 3 digits, sometimes it's 4 digits. So if I ever get a code or a tag and I'm like, man, I don't remember this one. Is this one a 3-digit or a 4-digit one? I'll just go and watch Loot Fam really quick, and I'll find the tag. Check him out on YouTube. I'll find that tag in one of his videos, and I'll be like, yep, okay, cool. It's a 3-digit one. So I have to go rewatch every time I get a pair. Yeah, I won't say I did that for a while. I won't say I'm at that stage right now. Now at the stage, there's some tags that I find with more frequency. So if I find 90s and like early Y2K ones, and later, I know what to look for in those. It's when I get to like the older jeans, like early 90s, 80s. That's when I'm like, oh, I gotta go watch Loot Fam again. But this was a pretty common one. It was a late 90s tag, if my memory serves me correctly. These are going out to Eddie. Thanks, Eddie. Nice buy on these. Love the black jeans with the orange tab. I was also just saying, like, red versus silver versus orange tags. I will look up those videos. That's the best way. Learn how to just open up a pair of jeans and look at the tags. We could get into that color tags, but that's not a end all be all. You have to be able to date them based on the manufacturer tag, because they have silver tabs now that are modern. So me saying pick up silver tabs isn't necessarily helpful. It can be misleading because those are modern, but I pick up modern too. So there's all kinds of like retro releases and stuff like that. So at the end of the day, you have to go and look at the manufacturer tag. I mean, that's just really what it comes down to. You're welcome. Hey, Liz Closet's in the house. What's up? Welcome back. Eddie, thank you for your order over on Poshmark. I love Poshmark shipping. Have I said that before? Vladimir in with an order. Vladimir got him an Under Armour shirt. I typically don't pick up Under Armour playoff polos. Oh, we got an order on chris@peak.com. So we got to stop. These are the rules. We stop what we're doing and we get that order out. So my friend Kim, Flippin' Kim, got herself a couple of bags of coffee going out her way. That's awesome. So we got some winter seasonal light roast going out the door for Kim. Nice, Kim. Are you hanging out in the chat right now too? So we got 2 bags of ground winter seasonal light roast. I think this is the first time you've had the winter light roast, Kim. We've only had this out for about 6 weeks now since we launched the winter light roast. So hope you enjoy these. We'll get these all boxed up for you. That's the deal. If you order on TikTok Shop or chris@peak.com, we stop what we're doing and we'll get you shipped right out with a big dose of gratitude and a thank you card. Yay! Flippin' Kim, how are you? There was a rumor going around. I heard you weren't listing right now. I did, Big E. How about yourself, brother? Also a Facebook group, Levi's Denim Research Group. That's a great group, Nick Smith. I forgot about that group. I haven't popped in there in a while because I just go to Loot Fam every time. But that's a great group. If you have questions about Levi's, you drop it in that group. Man, there's those people in that group. There's some people who really know their stuff. They take one look at a pair of a Levi's tag. They'll tell you everything you need to know. There are some real sharp people in that. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate your support. It is not lost on me. How generous you are. You deserve good coffee. Kim and I, we were in Knoxville yesterday and today. We stayed overnight in Knoxville, Tennessee. It's about 2 hours and 15 minutes away from here. And we had to have some Chris at Peak coffee this morning, and I was not happy about it because it wasn't good. We didn't have time to go to like a good local coffee shop, so we got this brand that I don't like to use the name of it here on the live. And the coffee tasted just about the same as the cardboard cup that it came in. Made me appreciate, like, man, this coffee is so much better. So I came home and I made myself an iced coffee, an afternoon iced coffee to make up for it. And now I feel better. But it gave me some perspective. Thank you, Kim. These are going right out the door. Kim, you are You are strong. You are caring. You are tireless. And you are trustworthy. And you also get yourself some delicious coffee coming your way. With a handwritten thank you note, big dose of gratitude. You know how we do. If you want to get some coffee like Kim just did, you can go to chris@peak.com. I got links, whatever platform you are, you'll find a link to my website and get you some delicious coffee. If you're on TikTok, you can get it right through TikTok Shop. You can click on my name, and about halfway down the profile, you'll see an icon for Shop, SHOP. Click on that. And all orders over $20 on TikTok Shop get free shipping too. So that's a nice little bonus right there. All right, we'll get you all shipped out here. Kim, you're going to have a shipping confirmation in your inbox in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. And you know how long this takes to get to you. You've ordered enough coffee. It's going to go out today, so if I hurry. Winter Light Blend Coffee. I said winter light roast just to be clear, Ray, and there's a difference because this light roast actually isn't a blend at all. It's actually single origin coffee. So, yeah, that does matter. All these beans are from a cooperative of farms in New Guinea. So a blend means that you have more than one different type of bean blended together. You can have 2, you can have 3, you can have 8 different beans put together. But this is single origin coffee. So every bean in here is from that same cooperative of farms, like small family farms in New Guinea. So pretty cool. 3 days to you. Nice. I only drink your coffee now. I appreciate that, flipping nurse. Me too. And I made the mistake. I had to have, out of necessity, we had to have some other coffee. I should have brought the French press like we usually do, but we kind of just made a quick trip last minute out to Knoxville yesterday. We didn't pack a lot of stuff. We just scrammed. And I didn't mean to correct you, Ray. I'm kind of like having fun. It was an opportunity to be proud, for me to be proud of my coffee. What's it called? Sorry, I misnamed. Sorry, Audra, I'm not sure what we're asking about. I forget what we were talking about. Fables, thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard. Good to have you. All right, some coffee out the door. Thank you, Kim. You are strong. You are trustworthy. You are honest. And you are tireless. I think anybody in this chat would agree with all those statements. So thank you for your order. Next up, we got Vladimir's order, an Under Armour polo. Thank you for that kind interruption from clothing packing. I don't typically pick up Under Armour polos unless I get them really, really cheap. And this is an Under Armour playoff polo. I picked these up retail arbitrage, brand new with tags. I paid $24 on clearance for them. The reason I picked up this one is because I found like 6 of the same one in this nice, big, bold, unique pattern. I didn't see many of them listed online, so I took a shot on them. I didn't end up making a lot of profit on these. This is the last one to sell. This one sold for $39, and a buyer paid shipping on Poshmark. I'm going to cut off that TJ Maxx tag on this one, and I'm going to leave on the manufacturer tag. So the MSRP on this is $65. I was banking on the pattern being a good seller for this item. And they all sold. Just took a long time and didn't make a lot of profit on them. I listed them at $49, which is way high for an MSRP of $65. But again, I was like, I don't see this pattern out there. It's rad. It's a multi-quantity listing, so I just got to take 1 round of photos, set the quantity to 6. I forget how many I got, 6 or 8. So it's easy. So I don't really care as much about profit per item when I'm buying an item where I'm doing a multi-quantity listing, because I can just, again, it's 1 round of photos, 1 round of measurements, and I just got to ship them as they sell. So I'll tell you what I made for profit on this one. It probably wasn't much. But again, it's multi-quantity. So this one sold for, what did I say, $39 on a best offer. I'm not going to do the whole spreadsheet thing. I'll just give you some quick math on the calculator. So 39, Poshmark takes 20%, so times 0.2. That leaves me with, 39 times 0.8 equals 31.20. So I paid 24. I made $7.20 on this sale, but you could assume I made about that much on 6 or 8 of these for one listing. So it's not bad, but Not my favorite thing to do. Chris thrifted blazer so valuable that he himself could not list it. No, I wouldn't keep it. If I found an expensive blazer, why would I keep it? Where am I going to wear a blazer? What about, like, you got to throw a party or something? If you throw a party, maybe. The Levi's Facebook group. Oh, the Levi's Facebook group is Levi's Denim Research Group. Levi's Denim Research Group. It's on Facebook. Some smart people on there. Or go to Loot Fam on YouTube. I love Loot Fam on YouTube. He knows his vintage stuff. We got a brand new with tags Polo Ralph Lauren size 2XLT t-shirt. Just picked this up 2 weeks ago. Just listed it last week sometime. So we'll call this a 7-day sale. MSRP is $59.50. And again, this is a big size 2XLT. This sold on Poshmark for, I think, full asking price. And this is our last sale of the day, unless I had an order come in. This sold for full asking price, $39. So basically, MSRP is $59. I sold it for $39. So basically, this person's getting 40% off, which when you're talking about retail arbitrage, this person paying 60% of MSRP is actually pretty high. But again, this is a unique pattern, and it's a 2XL tall. So that's why I was able to get that money, and it sold in less than 7 days, $39. I paid, I don't remember how much I paid for this, but I bought it retail arbitrage. But at this point, I just keep track of stuff like that. I don't do it per item, really. I just say, cool, at this store, I spent $325, and that's how I cost things out. I don't break it down per item anymore. It just takes too long, and I don't like doing it. This is Poshmark sale, so I'm going to use a tie-back envelope. And before I finish this one out, I'm just going to check if I have any offers. You're welcome. The Levi's face, Audrey, you got to listen. How many times have I said it on the live now? Levi's Denim Research Group. Levi's Denim Research Group. Oh, I thought you were asking again. Sorry, that was the same ask. I didn't mean to sass you, but I did. You deserve a little sass. What a nice sticker. It's a spoof of the God lifting a rock scenario. The peak Christmas party. Good afternoon, Frenchie. What's up? Thank you for the rose. Zach, you are such a romantic. What a nice sticker. What a nice sticker. Thanks, Leo. Oh man, what a romantic guy. 2 roses. 2 roses in it. What did I do to deserve such a thing? Zach, how things going, bud? You getting that business up and cranking over there? Frenchie, thank you for the heart. Listing. Nice, brother. Nice. Didn't mean to type it in there. Just a reminder to myself. Levi's Denim Research Group. Audra. And let's see what's happening. Do I have any offers? Of course, just check and see how many lowball offers I have on Poshmark from the last hour. This person wants $69 for that. I'm going to count this. So check this out. This is actually kind of interesting. So I have an item. It's a Grayson hoodie. It's a good size too, size 2XL. It's brand new with tags. You see it up there. So $79. Opening offer is $40. I've countered offered at $79 because 40s to me is not a real offer on that. Then he countered at 50. I countered at 74. So finally I came down $5 because he gave me a real offer. He came up to 50. Now he's come up to 69. Ooh, we got an order from Sonny. Thank you, Sonny. We'll get you shipped out right now. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. So we got so now he's up to $69 with his offer on that. So this is a person where I could have just declined the offer and walked away, but this is a person who started as a low baller. It's a 50% off offer. And now I got them all the way up to $69 on this item. So this person would have, they're willing to pay $69, but what the heck? They're going to shoot their shot and see if they get the item at $40. That's what eBay and Poshmark is. People are just going to shoot their shot. He knows that he knows how much a Grayson hoodie is. Anybody who knows Grayson, they know what these things go for brand new. It's probably $150 brand new. So he knows, this guy knows, but he's like, maybe I can just get this guy for freaking maybe I can just get this guy for $40. Maybe he doesn't know the value of this piece. Maybe he's desperate, whatever. So he's already up $29 from his initial offer. You can't counter at $69.69, Barry D. It's Poshmark. You have to do whole prices, brother. So I'm going to counter again at $74 because now I know that he knows that I know that he knows that I know how much that item is worth, and that he's not going to be able to get that Grayson hoodie somewhere else for a better price, because if he could get it for a better price, he would have already bought it. So that's what we're doing. And if I lose him off the hook on that $74, I don't care. It's a freaking Grayson brand new with tags. Grayson brand new with tags hoodie in a good size, in the size XL. I've got a bunch of offers on that already, and I just listed it a week ago. I'm not worried about it. And if I lose that sale, that's fine. Now I know I can at least get $69 off of it. That's my highest offer so far. So it's a good, honest glimpse into what's going on in my world. He knows that we know that you know how and why, know when you know that he knows that I know. I was a mod. I'd for sure pin that Sunny comment. Gotta go dark. Gotta go dark. What's that? What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Totally agree with your logic. That he knows that I know, that you know that he knows that I know. Scroll up and read the good comment from Sunny. Just reiterated dark roast. Oh, thank you so much, Sonny. Gotta go dark. Gotcha. Now it all makes sense. I was like, gotta go dark. What are you talking about, brother? Thank you for your order, dude. Thank you, Barry D. Barry D. Sonny, that's awesome. We'll get you shipped out, brother. We'll get you shipped out. I think you're gonna like the dark roast. Do you usually drink a dark roast? Because this is gonna be a little on the lighter side compared to a normal dark roast. There's a continuum, right? Like you can get that really dark roast, or it can be more towards like the medium end. This is more on the medium side. It's specifically like it's a really complex dark roast. So it's not just like Roast City, all dark chocolate, all bitter. It is, you're going to get some chocolate. You're going to get some creaminess to it. Even drinking it black, I don't mean put cream in it. I mean, it's going to have like a creamy finish to it. And you'll even get a hint of fruit once it kind of cools off a little bit. We'll get you shipped out. Enough jibber jabber, and you just want some good coffee. We'll get you. It's good. My medium. The medium, if you're just thinking like, man, I want to try some of this guy's coffee. I hear people talking about it. He freaking flaps his gums about it all the time. I want to try a bag, but I'm not sure where to get started. I would check out the medium roast first. I think that's the place to get started is the medium roast. It's the most balanced cup of coffee. It's a single origin medium roast. It comes from Chiapas, Mexico, the southernmost state in Mexico in the highlands there. And that is a single origin, fair trade, organic. But it's got to be really kind of neutral tasting, really balanced, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of sweetness, and just a hint of spice. But again, this isn't flavored coffee. Those are just the natural flavors from the beans and the roasting process. So we got one bag of the dark roast ground. Is that right, Sonny? Dark roast ground going out the door. Thanks so much, brother. The Black Mountain Dark Roast, named after the town that this is roasted in, which is named after the mountains that surround the town. It's the biggest range of mountains east, or the tallest range of mountains east of the Rockies. Pretty cool, huh? I think it's cool. The Black Mountains are home to Mount Mitchell, which is the highest peak east of the Rockies. Thanks, Sonny. Appreciate it. I'd recommend following Sonny too. All right. Look at it, like Barry D just pushing me around. Follow back. Sunny Las Vegas. Entrepreneur, thrift stores, flea markets, knickknacks, eBay, whatnot. Nice. Oh, nice. You're on whatnot too. Cool. I'll check you out over there too. I'm following you, Sonny. So we know that Sonny's a reseller. We know he's on Whatnot, and we know he has a great taste in coffee. We all know he's supporting the community. So maybe you want to give Sonny a follow too. Go ahead and tap on his name if you're not already following him, and give him a follow. Sonny, do you crank out content on reselling? Thanks for supporting our tiny little business over here. It means a lot to us. Just like Bezos does. A handwritten thank you card for every order. Big dose of live gratitude. You ship it like right on the spot. Just like Bezos. We're on YouTube, but keen encouraged by Barry D, Kings of eBay money, building on TikTok. Nice, welcome aboard. Seems like you already had like a good healthy follower count too. What's your favorite thing to like create content about? Like if you were gonna like sit down and create one video today, Sonny, like what is it? What's the topic gonna be? Your favorite thing to do? My favorite videos to put out are like the garage sailing style videos where there's like some negotiation involved, like human interaction. I think those are really fun. Those are my favorite ones. Like when I'm editing those, I'm like, this is awesome. Because there's human interaction, there's interesting products, you're like outside someone's house or in their garage. It's just kind of like a fun edit, I feel like. I love like the negotiation stuff too. That's kind of fun. Because a lot of people like I think need I was a career coach for 10 years, and one of the biggest things that I did for people was I coached them through the salary negotiation process. And man, a lot of people are really, really, really hesitant to like negotiate like in any form or function. They're just uncomfortable with it. It's not part of a lot of things in our culture, except for buying cars. But if you're in Mexico, I mean, you freaking negotiate for everything. A shirt in a store, a tomato from a market. Like everything's kind of like negotiation. It's just part of culture. But I feel like American culture, there's not a lot of negotiation. So I like those garage sale videos. They're also fun edits, but I'm like, I know this negotiation like content, this back and forth is going to help people, you know, like give them permission to negotiate and ask for a better deal. Those also get like the like really bad comments from people too, because they think I'm a jerk for negotiating, which it's because people just don't get the etiquette of garage sales. But lately glass, I love vintage glass. For years was all about apparel. Gotcha. Nice. Somebody got filtered. That's cool. I'll have to watch some of your videos. He uses a site called Bin, aka or something, to move unique items like Vanessa. Interesting. Knickknacks. Gotcha. That's interesting. Okay, good to know. You learn something new every day. I haven't heard of whatever site that is. That's cool. Hey, Chris. Sent you a DM earlier with a few questions. Do you want to drop the questions right here, bro? Ben Brand's mom? Do you want to drop the questions right here and you can get a more thorough answer possibly? That way we can... Other people who likely have the same questions as you can benefit from the answers also. See you later, Liz Closet. Appreciate you popping in here. Told my kids they were trying a new coffee. They're excited. We sit outside near the fire pit drinking stuff in the cold. That's awesome. Thank you, Liz. I think you probably already popped off. I missed a couple of your comments, but hope you have a good day. But let me know, Brandon's mom, if you want to drop those questions here. It's hard for me to get back to like all the individual questions, but if you drop them during the lives, it's a great time to get those questions going so we can address them. All right, we're all shipped out. Coffee's all shipped out. Thank you, Sonny. You're strong. You're smart. You're insightful. You're trustworthy. And you have a good taste in coffee. So thank you so much. Knickknacks. That's the name of the site. Gotcha. I thought you were just saying like the word like knickknacks, but you were spelling it funny. Got it. No, nothing back from our Poshmark offer guy. No new orders over on eBay. All right, that's it. I'm out. Bro, Bryn's mom, let me know if you want those questions. Otherwise, I'm going to sign off here in a couple seconds. I know there's like a 10 or 20 second delay over there on Instagram, but if you want to drop those questions, get me talking about them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to sign off for the day, and we can get you tomorrow. Hey, Jared. Later, Siri. Brandon's mom, if you want to drop those questions, let me know. I'm going to put all this stuff outside real quick. Got 25, 26, 27 orders going out the door. Oh, and I had an order for coffee from, who was it? Let me know if you're in the chat. Paper Flowers. Let me know if you're in the chat. I got a coffee order, but I got a question for you. Paper Flowers. Let me know if you're in the chat today. All right, y'all. I'm going to sign off for the day. We'll catch you next time. I'll probably be live tomorrow. I got a Whatnot show tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. You're invited. I'd love to have you. We'll have some fire stuff as always. And I always appreciate having you over there, even if it's just to hang out, tap on the screen, and just see the fire stuff I'm putting up in front of there. If you're new to Whatnot, I have a link in my profile you get a $15 for free when you sign up for Whatnot. So not bad. No strings attached. You can buy something for $15 and use your $15 for free. You're good. All you got to pay is shipping on that item. So again, that link is in my profile. If you're on TikTok, you can click my name up above and click the web link about halfway down the profile if you want to get in on that. And if you're on YouTube or TikTok or Facebook, there's a link somewhere around that you can click on, or you can go to chris@peak.com, just like my name, chris@peak.com, and you can find yourself that $15 code, that $15 link. It's not a code, it's a link. But I'd love to have you. And if you're already on Whatnot, just go and bookmark the show. Help me out. All those bookmarks help. Thank you, CS Pick and Pop. I appreciate that very kind message or note that you dropped below. I'm glad that hopefully put some energy in your low productivity day. We had a great weekend of sales, 25 orders plus some coffee orders that went out the door. Awesome weekend. But we listed 148 listings, fresh listings last week, probably 150 or 155 total units because some of them are multi-quantity. So a lot of the stuff that we sold this weekend was actually stuff that we did list over the past 7 days. So that's just a testament to like, go out there, put in the work, get that stuff up and listed. And yeah, I mean, I'd say probably half of what we sold over the weekend was probably new listings. So just do some rough math. We would have had 12 or 13 sales over the weekend if we didn't list all that stuff last week. So let's get those fresh things out there, get them out the door. Don't ask them questions. It's a trick so we can make fun of you. Just because something applies to you, Andrew, doesn't mean it applies to everybody else. But that does apply to you 100%. Yes. All right, y'all. I'll see you next time. Peace. Enjoyed it.